A high school senior is dead after classmates opened fire at the STEM school in Highlands Ranch. Other students are hospitalized as, again, Colorado suffers a school shooting. I'm Britt Marino. Thank you for joining us on this tough day. Some students at the school retrieved their cars earlier this morning, but the school will be closed for at least the rest of the week. School was supposed to end this Friday for seniors, so where or even if the kids can finish the school year is still up in the air. It all started yesterday afternoon when an adult male student and juvenile female student got into the school with guns. Several students tried to stop them, but the suspects still managed to kill one student and 8 others were injured. The investigation at the school will take at least 2 more days. We do have team coverage this afternoon as Mackenzie O'Keefe has learned more about how health professionals handled that crisis yesterday. We have our Rick Salinger, who has more on the suspect's first court appearance this afternoon. We're going to start, though, with Michaela White, who is at the school. Michaela, a very emotional place to be.
Britt, it's heavy. This community is grieving. State leaders came together for a meeting this morning to discuss the latest on the investigation, and they made it clear that we as Coloradans, we've been through a lot, but we are resilient and they want to come together.
I think at this point, Coloradans are really heartbroken, frustrated, still shocked, and frankly sick over a mass shooting occurring right here in Douglas County.
The overall sentiment, not again. State leaders addressed the STEM school shooting with sorrow and heartbreak. 8 people injured and 1 student lost his life. 18-year-old Kendrick Castillo, a science lover and robotics team member, just days away from graduation.
Truly, the heart of all Coloradans goes out to those affected in the school community here and elsewhere.
That shooting happened midday yesterday when an adult male and juvenile female entered the school and started firing.
And if you had suggested to anyone behind me or in this room that within 20 years and 20 miles we would have dealt with Columbine, Aurora Theater, Arapahoe High School, the shooting of Zach Parrish and 4 other deputies, we'd have thought you mad. And yet here we are again.
Leaders are hopeful, though, that we can continue to help one another through this horrific crime.
Yes, we come together in grief. We also come together to heal, and we come together to figure out what we can do better as a state and as a society.
And that adult suspect will appear in court later today, starting at 1:30. We will have a crew in that courtroom and keep you updated as this all develops. For now, though, we are live in Douglas County. Michaela White covering Colorado First.
Thank you, Michaela. And just as she said, Kendrick Castillo died. His friends on Instagram have told me he was just the nicest guy. We know he died there at the school. We're talking with his science mentors later today. 8 other high school students were injured yesterday afternoon. 2 went to Sky Ridge Hospital. 1 was discharged yesterday. The second is expected to go home any time now. 1 went to Children's Hospital South Campus, but was also discharged yesterday. 5 of them went to Littleton Adventist Hospital. So let's get an update on those kids. Mackenzie O'Keefe is there at the hospital, and I know you talked with one of the doctors who treated those students.
I did, Britt, and we learned the positive news is that one of these victims has been upgraded to fair condition. Meanwhile, another one of those kids who is here at the hospital is still in serious condition. Now, we don't know their ages or their names just yet, but I was able to learn today that the quick response by this hospital was certainly life-saving for these students. So I was able to meet with one of those ER physicians. His name is Dr. Mark Elliott. And he's here at Littleton Adventist Hospital. He said they got the call about an active shooter at a nearby school, and that was the STEM school here in Highlands Ranch. Now, not knowing how many patients they would receive, they immediately enacted their mass casualty policies. That means they went into lockout and created a command center, really to communicate with other hospitals in the area. He said that within 15 minutes, they had 6 ER physicians, 4 trauma surgeons, and extra staff, such as 10 more nurses, rush to their aid. Those 5 patients from the STEM shooting were rushed to this hospital. Dr. Elliott said while they do train twice a year for situations like this, it's sadly not their first time experiencing it. Dr. Elliott has worked 2 of 3 school shootings. He was in this ER in 1999 along with other physicians here. That was during the Columbine shooting, and he actually wears a pin every day in remembrance. Now, he told me that treating kids in situations like this is never easy.
Well, our first thought is, okay, let's gear up, let's do what we've been trained to do, and let's take care of these patients. in the background, your thought is, as you're walking through the hall and seeing the expression, the faces of the other nurses and the other physicians is, you know, why do we need to do this again? Just hug your family, you know, hug your kids, and I think just, you know, give your family some love, because you just don't know, and it's just really sad.
You can see it was certainly emotional for him as well. He did want to thank all of his hospital staff for their quick aid in this situation. Again, one student has been upgraded to fair condition, another still in serious condition. If we get any information or updates on these victims, we will let you know. We're live here in Douglas County. Mackenzie O'Keefe covering Colorado First.
Prayers to those kids and their families, Mackenzie. Thank you. Law enforcement flooded the area around the school yesterday. West Metro Fire tweeted out 79 units and almost 150 fire and medical personnel were all there. That does not include the number of police officers, but the dispatchers kept everyone moving.
Attention all units getting information on a shooting, STEM School 8757 Ridgeline Boulevard. Again, getting reports of shots fired in the school at the STEM School 8757 Ridgeline Boulevard.
One unit to go to the parking lot of the AMC and start organizing space for RTF. 100 Adam is a staff page gone out. We'll need the MCP as well. Lincoln 17, I'm on scene.
Lincoln 17, okay. Sounds like the shooter just went outside. RP's the principal believes he's going to be outside.
Investigators have now identified that one shooter as Devin Erickson, an 18-year-old student at the school. He will make his first appearance in court in just over an hour. He's being held on 30 counts according to court records. Rick Salinger is at the Douglas County Justice Center in Castle Rock for us. Rick, I know that you've been looking into the investigation.
Well, Brett, in just about an hour and a half, a hearing is scheduled to take place inside this courtroom. At that time, the adult male will be advised that he is being held for investigation of 30 charges. That includes first-degree murder with deliberation and attempted murder. We understand, as of right now, the female juvenile is to also appear. The male adult is Devin Erickson, and he is expected to be charged as an adult. The other suspect is a female and a juvenile, but she could also be charged as an adult. The two are believed to have entered through the middle school where there are no metal detectors. They were able to open fire before deputies got to them. There was a struggle with at least one. They were apprehended separately, and acts of heroism were involved, according to the sheriff. 2 handguns were recovered. A car was seized at Erickson's home last night. It had an obscenity spray painted on the side. The significance is being analyzed, as well as their social media. The motive for this killing of 1 and injuring 8 is still speculation at this point.
The suspects went to the school. They were able to get deep inside the school. That's the only thing that I can share at this point in regards to the crime scene.
We have learned that some of the gunfire took place in room number 107, in which there were bullet holes inside the walls, and that some of those bullets passed through the walls into other classrooms. We don't know where else in the school there may have been gunfire. So the two may be appearing at 1:30 this afternoon, and we will update you on CBS 4 News at 5 and 6. Live in Castle Rock, Rick Salinger, covering Colorado First.
Thank you, Rick. We have a number of crews in Highlands Ranch gathering more information about the victims and the impact this has had on our community. So we'll continue to update everything at cbsdenver.com, including any vigils and any information that can help you out.